talk to angels. How would that change your life? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as the Psychic Angel Channelers, Julie Geigel, Alicia Isaacs House, and Catherine Glass allow angels to speak directly through them, sharing messages from beyond. As you bathe in the vibrational frequency of the angels here, you will begin to open up to a stronger and clearer communication of your own. The purpose of this show is to help you awaken, expand, and remember the magnificent being that you are and the mission you came here to fulfill.
His career, and today's topic is Leap of Faith. This is Julie Geigel, International Psychic Medium, Trance Channel for Archangel Metatron and the Masters of Light, an approved and certified Casa Guide for the John of God experience. You can find me over at www.juliegeigel.com and on Facebook at Julie Geigel Psychic Medium. I would love to invite you to a new class I'm hosting. Actually, this is our third run. I am opening it to the public this time because it's been so phenomenal. Manifesting Mastermind, 28 days to an abundance of health, wealth, love, and joy. You can find out more information over on www.juliegeigel.com. All right. Let's go ahead and begin. I will bring the tincture bells to clear out the energy and create a beautiful sacred space for our channeling today. So just take a nice deep breath and relax. Welcome. I am Metatron. We are thrilled and delighted to join you here today. Just allow yourself to relax and drift even deeper into this beautiful sacred space. This sacred space of metatronic vibration that we bring with us as we join your frequency here today. And we are aware that there are many here on this planet that are wanting, that are ready, that are able to align at a deeper level with their divine life mission. So we have come here today to assist you. There is no rush. There is no hurry. You're not doing anything wrong. You are doing everything right, always and ever. It is your desires within your heart that continue to move you along the continuum of experiences. And as you find yourself uncomfortable or out of harmony in your workplace, you will begin to explore or imagine other options, other opportunities for your life's work. So we would like to help you with this exploration, if you will. And first we would like to invite you to drop down into this beautiful Metatronic frequency that we have come here to share. Feel yourself in this beautiful safety net of harmony, of pure love and light, of divine essence, always ever expanding, ever evolving, letting go of your fears and the chaos that surrounds you. Surrendering to what is, trusting and knowing that you are in the perfect space, always, and you are held in our arms, in love, in honor. There is much gratitude for you here in this spiritual dimension, for we know your work on this planet is not always easy. If you knew the support that you came in with, you would never be afraid again. Step into this space with us. Fearlessness, security, knowing, trusting. Releasing all fears, releasing any stuck energy, releasing any blocks to moving forward, releasing any blocks to letting go from where you are to where you desire to be. Cleansing, clearing, and releasing. And now, as this energy begins to shift and change and evolve and expand, feel yourself drifting higher and higher, feeling lighter and lighter. The heaviness is dissolved. You are now free. Free in this beautiful expansion, this beautiful expression of who you are. And as you are able to sit, to be in this space of freedom, of surrender and trust, allow your mind to open up to new possibilities within your work environment, within your career. If you could do anything, what would it be? If you could have anything, what would you have? If you could help or serve, what would you choose to do? Where do your interests lie? And if you do not know, what if you did know? What if it was revealed? Pretend, dream your biggest dream. There are no holds here in this dimension. There are no blocks. There are no walls. There is nothing standing in your way of being anything, of doing anything that you desire. There are no financial restrictions. There are no physical restrictions. There is no interference. The restrictions are gone. You are now able to take that leap, to do what needs to be done, to serve, to fulfill, to expand into the fullest expression of yourself. You are magnificent. You are glorious. The possibilities that lie before you are infinite, endless. We are now aligning you with people and opportunities to take you to the next level. Open your heart to receive this now. Expanding, evolving. Expanding, evolving, opening up to all that you are and more. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here today. You are listening to Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Please stay tuned to Alicia Isaac's House and the Akashic Council of Light.
The best of holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM-FM. OMTimes Magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organization, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. OMTimes, co-creating a more conscious lifestyle.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Hi, I'm Julie Geigel. Join us on our annual John of God Healing Retreat or experience a John of God crystal bed session. You can find more information at juliegeigel.com.
And I'm Alicia Isaacs Howe's International Soul Connection Expert. Are you looking for more energy, calmness, clarity, or an inspired solution? Then get your free Soul Connection Kit at yoursoulstory.com today.
I'm Catherine Glass. Check out my psychic development classes at catherineglass.com.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Have you bought into the idea that you have to work hard for your money, that business is hard? I will share some dynamic access consciousness tools to get you out of your own way so you can create a business that actually succeeds. Join me, Simone Millisers, on The Joy of Business at 4 p.m. Mondays Eastern.
Feed your soul with waves of consciousness on OMTimes Radio.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. And first of all, thank you to Julie Geigel and that powerful, beautiful healing and expansion that Metatron shared with us. I had to take a moment to breathe in and just come back so I can be with you now. And I am being guided to share with you that there might be ideas or dreams or sudden downloads that you may receive after that amazing channeling. So pay attention to how they show up over the next day or two. So I'm Alicia Isaacs-Howes, and I'm an international soul connection expert and founder of YourSoulStory.com. I absolutely love working with other purpose-driven souls, healers, coaches, teachers, who are wanting to channel more of their essence and their wisdom and connect with others in bigger and brighter ways. So one of the ways that you might want to do that is by working in your own soul story or your Akashic records. And you can actually learn how to do that today with my self-study course that you can download on YourSoulStory.com. It's a certification course, and the self-study is level 1. It's an amazing tool for personal healing, transformation, and also to access limitless creativity. So I invite you to check that out and come play with me there. So let's take a moment now to breathe in the present moment. And as you breathe out, releasing anything and everything that's not here and now. As I tune into the Akashic Council of Light and what is being shared with you today on the topic of career, your business, your job. So just taking one more breath in. And as you breathe out, letting go of anything that's not here and now, because worry does not exist in the present moment. Concern, stress cannot exist when you are truly present. Just anchoring more of your energy into this space, this time. As I now open up to channel Aloria, the spokesbeing for the Akashic Council of Light. I am so delighted to be with you today. Your job, your career, your business are wonderful expressions of your essence on this planet. And it is through these avenues that you are able to contribute magnificently to the web of life, to the tapestry that you are connecting with others, whether they are colleagues, clients, customers, your boss, whether you are training to move up in your career or applying for jobs at this time. And I'm speaking as well to those of you who may not have what would traditionally be called a job or a career or a business, and you have the beautiful and empowering mission of taking care of others in your home. For example, your children, a relative, or another being of your loved family. For you see, every way that you share your essence on this world is a part of your mission. And even though you have the label of job, career, or business for certain aspects of that expression, they are only one of those. Not the most important and not the only, but absolutely an integral part of this journey that you call life. I invite you now just to take a breath in, just breathing in whatever is coming in for you right now from the highest frequencies of love and light. As you then breathe out anything that no longer resonates for you or was never yours in the first place. For there are many expectations and ideas of obligations that can be activated when we explore the topic of career or business. It brings up ideas of what is success or failure, of doing the right thing or making the right choice. It activates energies around your worth that are mistakenly very often perceived as what you are earning in terms of money or what you have in your bank account. And as was so beautifully shared earlier with Metatron, There are no mistakes. And there is no test here for you to pass. So even with your business, your job choices, your career, whatever it is, however it is that you are choosing to express your essence in this way, there are no mistakes in the divine mind. There is only that which is more or less aligned with what you would love. Take a moment to breathe that in. There are no mistakes. There is only that which is more or less aligned with what you would prefer, choose, or love. If you are in a job or career that does not bring you joy more often than not, then we invite you to look into your heart to see how you can bring more joy in, whether it is in that existing position or whether a change is coming up for you to either accept or not. The energy of comparison, where you may compare yourself to others, perhaps family members, your parents, siblings, friends, who you perceive to be doing better than you, or where you may not be doing as well as they would like you to be doing, or the impression that you have of how they would like you to be doing. It causes a lot of contraction, and contraction is not natural for your state of being. Contraction creates more density in your energy field rather than that lightness and sweetness of expansion. So if the energy of comparison should arise for you, do not judge yourself, but notice it as a beautiful awareness that there is something in you that is ready for something more. And you can look at that opportunity or the person who seems to have something you are desiring and ask, how can I bring that in for myself? What do I need to release in order to show up in a different way for myself and my world? What am I being called to invite into my awareness in terms of knowledge, action, perhaps further study or qualifications? And let it be an illuminating light for you as to the possibilities that you still have to choose from. Much of the conflict or the compression or constriction that can show up in your job or your business occurs because you are not being fully who you are. It's as if you have compartmentalized who you can be when you are at work and who you get to be when you are not at work. You are a unique and priceless expression of the divine, and it does not serve you or your world or creation if you squish certain aspects of your light or only let them out at certain times of the day or the week or only with certain loved ones. If you are a leader when you are at home and you are able to role model or bring forward beautiful examples for your children or your partner or your loved ones when you are at home, and yet when you go to work, you pull back, you don't speak your truth, you second guess yourself, then this is a sign for you to embrace your leadership qualities and bring them forth into your job and your career, even if you have decided at some level that it is not acceptable or required, or that it wouldn't be approved of in your current position. It may be, in fact, the very thing that will allow you to move into that next level of expansion that in your heart you are already ready for. If you have a kind and loving heart, and yet when you go to work you feel you have to hide that and be very in your head, very logical, very analytical, will you give yourself permission to let your heart be a part of your job too? Let the kindness seep through in whatever way feels natural and good to you. And again, we remind you that that will not make you seem less than worthy or less professional. It may actually be the very thing that you're being called forwards to express, so that you can be noticed for your true light, your powerful gifts, and the amazing contribution that you make with every single breath while you're on this planet. Will you give yourself permission to be who you are, wherever you may go, always and forever with great joy? Namaste. Stay tuned for Catherine Glass, the Galactic Federation of Light, in our next segment.
Your conscious connection to a more mindful world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. Simone Milasas would like you to know that business can be fun, which is why she wrote the book, Joy of Business. What if you could have the joy of business rather than the stress and struggle? Most of the time, the only thing stopping you from a thriving business is you. In the Joy of Business book, Simone gives you access consciousness tools and pragmatic ways to get out of your own way and to create the business, life, and living you know is possible and beyond what this reality says is achievable. Business is joy. It's creation. It's generative. It can be the adventure of living. You can purchase your copy of the book through Amazon or Joy of Business website, www.accessjoyofbusiness.com.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Be sure to sign up for our free healing list at juliegeigel.com.
I'm Alicia Isaacs-Howes, International Soul Connection Expert. Everyone has a soul story, and today you can learn how to work in yours in the self-study Soul Journeys Akashic Record Level 1 at yoursoulstory.com.
I'm Catherine Glass. Stop by and show us some love at our Facebook page, Angel Talk Tuesday, and remember your magnificence.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Join Vibe Nation radio host, international psychic medium Carrie Turcotte, as she guides her listeners to rediscover themselves by accessing the keys of knowledge that already exist within. Each week's show is divinely orchestrated to intertwine with the universal energies, allowing the listeners to go deeper within. At the end of each show, Carrie will tap into the energies of the listeners and give a message from Spirit about the upcoming week. If you really want to get to know who you truly are, join Carrie each Monday at 3 p.m. on Vibe Nation Radio.
Live with medium Lisa Phoenix, Mediumship Messages and Musings, explores mediumship and all things metaphysical. Lisa Phoenix invites you to reach above and beyond your everyday experiences to explore new dimensions in the spirit world. She will do live readings to connect callers to their loved ones in spirit, shares engaging stories and teachings from her own personal experience, and will have intriguing conversations with other mediums, spiritual teachers, and healers to help you understand the metaphysical world so you can connect to these forces in your day-to-day life. Join your host on this magical and metaphysical journey into the world of spirit every Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
The future of Internet radio is here. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Hello and welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. I'm Catherine Glass, the third and final Angel Channeler. And I would like to thank the lovely Alicia Isaac House for that beautiful channeling by Aloria from the Akashic Masters of Light. I am delighted to be a part of this experience. This is a wonderful show, and I'm so happy that it exists. And I know that I continue to learn and evolve and expand just by doing the show. And I know that all of you listeners out there also benefit from our live broadcasts and our recorded archives. And I'd like to just thank you all for coming today and supporting us and supporting our work on this planet and up-leveling your own consciousness and evolution as well at the same time. I am a psychic and a channel for spirit and a healer. I have a practice in Concord, Massachusetts. I work nationally and internationally on Skype and by phone and in person. And you can find me over at catherineglass.com. I have a healing center there as well in Concord, Mass. And we teach classes and development there, psychic development. And I'm happy to say that our big event in the end of this month in May is full now. We've sold out all of our spaces for the Soul Culture Bliss Retreat that I am joining 3 wonderful colleagues with to teach. And you can check that out on my webpage as well, because I'm sure we are going to be running more of those as the year progresses. So stay in touch with all of our events there. catherineglass.com. And make sure to go over to our page, Angel Talk Tuesday, also on Facebook. And we have a break room page also where you can come and ask questions, discuss the show, discuss topics, and we will happily answer you and answer your questions. So don't forget to check that out as well. Today's show, we're talking about career this month. The whole theme is career. And today's show is about manifesting and leap of faith. And I'm going to take some breaths now and do my aspect of channeling from Ezra, the Galactic Federation of Light and the Council of Light. Here we go. Greetings, beloveds. I am Ezra. I am delighted to be with you today and to share with you some maybe startling truths and information about this topic, your career. For your career is actually your lifetime. You planned this career before your physical incarnation, when you were in spirit form with your lovely guides and the divine creator, the energy of source. And as you were planning your career, your incarnated state as human in this lifetime on this planet Earth, you made some choices and decisions about how you would go about unfolding that career called a lifetime. Your career or lifetime is set up to grow you and expand your wisdom and awareness, your consciousness as a being, as a spirit. You belong on this earth at this time. There are no accidents, and it is timed perfectly for you. All of the souls you have incarnated with to dance beside you and along with you are also part of your divine plan or blueprint. The wisdom of your existence and the wisdom of all creation also allows for freedom of choices within your incarnated experience on the earth. And within that freedom of choice comes the fun part, the creativity, the creative part of your life experience on the earth. You may have designed into your blueprint that you are going to work in one area, perhaps music, for example. And you might spend some of that time incarnated working in the music field. And then you're going along in your life and you decide you don't want to do that anymore. Something else catches your eye. And you decide to manifest a different direction for yourself. And yet in that decision-making process of the change of your career path or life's work path, you encounter some fear, some blocks, some thoughts that tell you, I can't do that. It's too scary. I'm not good enough. I don't know how. I can't really do that. I would like to. I can fantasize. I can kind of imagine myself. But do I dare? I'm too old. It's too late. Sound familiar to some of you? I would like to give you a beautiful meditation or guided visualization to address this very problem that comes into the human mind of limitation. Imagine, if you will, a large picture window before you. And as you are looking and gazing throughout that picture window, create the scene that you desire, the situation and the circumstances of that situation that you desire. Say you are on your career path, your current trajectory, your life work, and you are wanting a change. As you gaze through this picture window, see, feel, know, hear, smell the scene that you would like to create in your life, and place it in that picture window, in that vision of creation. What is the weather like in your vision of your new occupation? What is the environment like? Are you indoors or outdoors? Are you with others around you, or are you alone working? What is in the atmosphere, the decor of your scenario? What colors are surrounding you in this picture window? What are the sounds around you as you are working in your new career? Who is with you? Who is not with you? What types of activities are you doing? Detailed activities. Are you walking and moving? Are you sitting at a desk? Are you traveling? Your picture window can have limitless expansion of creation that you place there, but be as specific and detailed as you are able in your creation of your picture window. What does it smell like? What is around you? And most importantly, place yourself in the middle of this scene in the picture window. How do you feel being there? Are you excited to be there? Are you filled with energy? Are you expecting the next step of activity? Are you anticipating with great joy and interest in what comes next? Choose carefully and be very aware of how you feel in the middle of your scenario in the picture window. Now allow yourself to be fully present in that scene that you have created in your mind of this picture window. And allow yourself to see it expanding around you 360 degrees, like those omni theaters that you have created on earth when you go and you watch a magnificent film in 3 dimension. And I'd like you to take your physical hands now, your arms and hands, and reach them out in front of you and allow the energy to come from the palms of your hands, the palm chakras of your hands, and fill that vision with your energy. And take your two hands and lift that vision, that whole picture window up, 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 and out around you, 360 degrees, and up and out to the divine. And allow the divine, as you give it away to all of creation and source that loves you so, including your own higher self and wisdom. Allow the divine to manifest your scene that you have created for yourself in your very near future. It's that simple. You are masters co-creating with the divine, walking this planet, living your careers. The imagined fear you have, the blocks and the thoughts that come into your mind are just that. They're of the mind, the human mind. You are masters of light and creation, each and every one of you, but you have forgotten this. So use our little method, our meditation from today. Do this 3 times in a row, repeatedly, and hold each vision in your picture window for about a minute or 2. Fully feeling the environment you've created, seeing it clearly, and then lifting it up and expanding it around you, 360 degrees. And voila, you will find effortlessly the events lining up to bring that vision to you. We leave you today with our lovely meditation and visualization for you to keep as a tool of your limitless manifestation. Blessings. Blessings. Thank you, Ezra. Stay tuned for more Angel Talk Tuesday in just a minute.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM. Have you ever wondered how to change your love paradigm? The secret key is finding a love partnership, not just a regular connection. How do you find these? Through conscious relationships. Ascending Hearts Dating is a dating site for people like you that believes in second chances and a different type of spiritual connection. Try Ascending Hearts for free today at ascendinghearts.com and change your love paradigm. Ascending Hearts, the premier dating community for the spiritually awake.
Hey ladies, do you want to have that good hair day feeling all the time? Gentlemen, would you want your special someone to have that glow, letting you know she is feeling completely satisfied? This feeling and that glow can be yours by embracing your sexual power. So join me, Rachel Kenley, award-winning romance author, on the O-Spot. The O-Spot will guide you to that peak with guest interviews, book discussions, and conversations on the thrills of sexual empowerment. Put the zing back in your life. Come up and see me sometime on the O-Spot, live on Hump Day at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Hi, this is Julie Geigel. Are you looking for a place to connect with like-minded souls? Check out our inner circle at juliegeigel.com.
I'm Alicia Isaacs Howes. Are you a coach, healer, or a purpose-driven entrepreneur, but you don't have enough time or financial freedom? Then apply for a free business acceleration session today at yoursoulstory.com.
I'm Catherine Glass. Come to our amazing Soul Culture Retreat May 20th through the 23rd in lovely Stowe, Vermont. Sign up at catherineglass.com.
And we are
the Psychic Angel Channelers
from Angel Talk Tuesday.
Are you wondering what is really going on behind the news? Check it out. Join your hosts Cielito Pascual and Diana Gold Holland on Share on the Air Radio for thought-provoking views behind the news, Sundays at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio. You can also find us on shareontheairradio.org. This may be the message of hope you've been waiting for. Check it out.
A conscious lifestyle for a mindful life. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Welcome back. This is Julie Geigel. Thank you for listening to Angel Talk Tuesday, hosted every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time on OMTimes Radio. Thank you so much, Catherine Glass, for that lovely message from the Galactic Federation. Ezra is my favorite. Excuse me. She really is. She is my all-time favorite. Love her. Love Ezra and her beautiful message about career. Now we're just going to take a few minutes to talk about the messages that came through our channeling today. If you have any messages or questions you'd like to share with us, be sure to join us over at Angel Talk Tuesday Break Room. I'm so thrilled to have this break room set up for our listeners to engage directly with us. And we actually do have a comment in our break room today about our channeling. Teresa has said that I have a hard time with taking a leap of faith in terms of finances. Just doesn't feel practical to me yet. And I think that this is what we talk about when we talk about blocks and divine timing. There are no accidents. Everything's happening perfectly. I know when I made that leap of faith, well, I did that twice when I was a secretary, and I was 26 when I went to college, and that was a huge leap of faith for me. And then the second time was when I was a teacher, and I left the field of teaching to do what I'm doing currently. And I would have to say both times, it was about 3 years when I had made that decision that I wasn't happy with where I was, and I was wanting to move into something new. It certainly wasn't anything that happened the next day. So for me, it was 3 years. How about you, gals?
This is Catherine. I would just like to say to Teresa, what I'm picking up and hearing also is to look at your background, your family life, and the messages that you received growing up from your parents or whoever raised you, your environment, your beliefs around money and security and stability, because sometimes those create blocks also because it's not our authentic selves coming through. It's more, what we have been told, as Ezra has said in her channelings, the world and the society will tell you, no, you can't do that, you can't do that. So remember that our own wounds and our past can be creators, and often actually are the main creators of any blocks we have in our energy fields.
Beautiful, beautiful. Mm-hmm. Alicia?
Yes, so first of all, Teresa, thank you for sharing this question. And what I have found is that it's very, very, well, there are two things. First of all, yes, when we're making that leap of faith, we need to make sure we can pay the bills, that we can pay the rent or pay for the groceries and cover the things we need to live, because that's a part of looking after our human body. So I absolutely, 100%, recognize that. And it's also a question of looking at, well, what would it take in order for you to take that leap of faith? So if it is around finances, what amount of money would make you feel safe in order to make that shift? And once you have clarity, then you can make a plan as to how to create that or activate that, whether it's saving a little bit more or taking on some extra thing, selling a few things. So there's always a way. It's never really the money. It's, again, as Catherine and Julie have said, it's the resistances within our own energy field that are being reflected to us. So if it wasn't about the money, what would it be?
Beautiful.
And so that's what I was being guided to share, is looking at what is really going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's not like you have to do anything tomorrow. I think that one of the best pieces of advice I ever received was the bridge. Create that bridge. Take like one small step or do one action that's going to get you closer to your goal. You don't have to go from night to day overnight.
Yes. Yeah. So, for example, if somebody wants to make a career change and, deciding on the time frame, and maybe it's a year or 18 months, then they can do the research and figure out, what is it going to cost? What actions do they need to take? And kind of create a plan. And once we have a plan and we have clarity, then we can see what that bridge, we can start to cross the bridge. I think it's when we hide behind, not hide, I shouldn't say that. It's when we use the outside environment or circumstances, like when the kids are grown, or when I've lost that extra 5 pounds, or once I've got this, that, we're always putting off our joy into the future or onto something or someone else, when really the joy is right here. So looking at how you can activate more joy now and how you can create that bridge, that wonderful bridge that Julie mentioned.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Are you finished? I just had a thought. Yes, thank you, Alicia. That's absolutely true. And also, remembering the attitude for where you are now, what you have now, focusing on that, and any positive aspects you can bring into your consciousness about where you are currently. When you go into your job, decide to go in there to bring more light and to lift up the energy, not heal it, not fix it necessarily, or expend yourself, but choose to be a higher vibrational frequency in your own life as it is, through gratitude, perhaps, positive thoughts. And that, then when you want to create your future thing, that expands. It's like, I have this and I'm expanding and creating more, instead of I'm chopping this off and leaving it behind and going somewhere else. It's more like this and now this.
Beautiful. That's really good, Catherine. I just wanted to comment to cost, because for me, both times I made the leap of faith, it was about cost, especially with college, because I was young. Marcus was 5 years old, and we had just gotten married. And it was, I couldn't go to college because I couldn't afford to. And I was in a workshop, and the gal, I'll never forget what she said, because it shifted. It was like all of a sudden I could see. And she said to me, if you knew how much it costs to have a baby, honestly, no one would have kids, because they're so expensive. And she said, you really need to look at college like that. Don't worry about, don't allow how much college is going to cost to stop you from pursuing that dream, because you'll figure it out as you go along. So I don't mean to imply that, you're going to keep your head stuck in the sand and not be truth to the reality of finances, but don't allow that thought of I can't because I can't afford it. Don't allow that to stop you from claiming that dream.
Excellent advice. If we're giving advice.
Oh, Catherine, I love you. All right. Well, let's take a look at some of that channeling that came in today. I know Metatron was really trying to just share with us that there are no accidents. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. You didn't make a mistake. I think both times I made that leap of faith, it was like, oh my gosh, I did something wrong, because if I'd done everything right, I wouldn't be feeling like this. And I think that it when he talked about continuum of experiences, our life is an unfoldment. And I loved, what Catherine said about when you become aware that there's more, that you want more, that you've kind of reached the peak of the ceiling of your experience, then don't jump into that rabbit hole of frustration and depression and anger. Allow that to drive you to take action into that next level, but harness the power of love and surrender and acceptance, and then expand from that place of joy into what's next.
Right, because that propels you energetically into creation energy rather than creating more blocked energy.
Mm-hmm. What I'm being guided to share is that as we continue to expand, we'll also continue to experience where our comfort zone ends. So we'll butt up against the next level of resistance, and rather than judging that, and as you said, Julie, feeling like I've done something wrong, otherwise it wouldn't feel like this. Go, oh, look at me. I've expanded so much that I'm ready for something else. I'm ready for more.
There's always a way to look at life. It's all perception. The glass is half full or half empty. I mean, that's an old cliche, but if you think about it, everything is our perception and what we're believing. So even the most horrific, tragic situations, yes, we need to grieve and feel. We're human, but everything is perception.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Let's just take a moment to share those exciting things we have going on in our lives right now. I would like to invite everybody to join us for our next Manifesting Mastermind, 28 Days to an Abundance of Health, Wealth, Love, and Joy. You can find out more information at www.juliegeigel.com.
I don't think I have anything going on. Everything's full.
We should have such problems, Catherine.
I have a wonderful advanced class for mediumship specifically and receiving guidance on June 11th. I'm not sure if it's full yet or not, but it's in Concord. You'd have to be local to go. It's in Concord, Mass. But check out my page, catherineglass.com, and go to events because we're always putting wonderful new things there.
And I have, I'm teaching my level 3 Akashic Record certification June 12th and 13th. And there is a way to complete level 1 and 2 before next month so that you can join me to learn how to hold sacred space for another, to facilitate healing, and how to identify client resistance and help them go through that so that they keep getting into